Hey guys, so today let's talk about whether you should still buy that DJI Mini 2 or whether you should wait. Let's get into that video. So I've had this drone now for 10 months, can you believe it? 10 months flying this drone, and you guys have been with me through the whole time, and I've flown this in so many different areas and captured some amazing footage, and everything I've put this drone through, it's survived and performed brilliantly. But it's been 10 months, and that means a new version, no matter what it's going to be, a DJI Mini 3 or a 2S or a DJI Mini 2 Pro, there's going to be a new version of this coming soon. We've seen leaks and rumours, but we haven't had any actual concrete proof. But what we do know is that DJI update this product line in the winter months. So we had the DJI Mavic Mini, the first of this series, and that was released in October 2019. Just over a year later, in 2020 of November, we had this, the DJI Mini 2. So that says, on a timeline perspective, from October or November this year, we should see the successor of this. Now, yes, we have got massive worldwide shortages and chip problems, so that could have an effect on the release dates. But companies, these massive companies, are still releasing their products. So it is highly likely that within 4 to 8 weeks, we're going to see a new version of this. So this is what the video is about today, and whether I would recommend to you guys about whether you should still go out now onto DJI or Amazon and buy this today. Now for me, this is a real tough one because I love this drone. This drone is really close to me, and because it's always with me all the time. I fly this drone more than any other drone because it's just so portable, and I can fly this in areas where I still can't fly that DJI Air 2S. I love the Air 2S, and that camera quality now on it is superb, and if I can fly in those areas, I will pick that over this drone. But like when we've just been to Cornwall recently, for certain areas this is better, and for majority of you out there, this DJI Mini 2 line is spot on, the only drone you need. But if you can wait, and I'm not the most patient of people at all, so for me this is hard to recommend, but I would say to you, if you didn't own a DJI Mini 2, I wouldn't buy it right now. I would hold off until November, see what this DJI Mini 3, if it comes out, see what the spec is, what we're expected to see, and then get that, rather than pay the money for this right now, and then maybe in 4 to 8 weeks, this is going to be outdated. Now the Mini 3, we don't know what it's going to be. We've seen all these rumours. We haven't got a clue what it's going to have and how it's going to be different to this drone. It's going to have a spec bump 100%, so that camera is going to get better. 4K 60 isn't a massive increase, but it's going to be good. It's going to allow you to get really high quality 4K footage and be able to slow it down by 50%. We're also expected to see a front sensor. This should give obstacle avoidance and also some degree of tracking from the front. Those are pretty much a given, those two updates. And then because it's quite small updates, then it could be the Mini 2S, or it could just go to the Mini 3. But either way, I know it's not a huge increase of different specs and features like everybody wants. It's not going to happen. It's still going to be better than what we have now at the Mini 2. Mini 2 is awesome. So we put the Mini 2 up here. That Mini 3 is going to be slightly better. So why would you buy this right now when you can have the latest product, hopefully, in not too long a time? Now you could say, well, why not wait for the DJI Mini 4 or the Mini 5? Why, there's never a perfect time to buy, and that's correct, yes. But what I always recommend to you is, if you can, you're always best getting that product as soon to when it's been released as possible, usually about a month afterwards. That gives you time then to check out the reviews on YouTube, do some research on this, and make sure it's right for you, and it's not just an impulse purchase. We see hundreds of these reviews all released at the same time after this non-disclosure agreement is released, and then they're all on YouTube and they're all great, and you're like, oh my god, that's brilliant, and you go out and buy it, and then sometimes you get buyer's remorse because it's not as brilliant as what it first appears. That's when a couple of days later, a week later, you see these other reviews, and these will give you good and bad points, and that's what we try and do on this channel as well. and then you can make a split decision and then think, right, I'm going to buy this, I don't care, I'm going in it, or I'm just going to stick to the Mini 2, or I might just wait for the next drone. And that's what gives you that choice rather than buying on impulse. So doing that will allow you to then have the latest product, be pretty close to that release date, and you're going to have that product and that technology for at least a year before it gets updated again. DJI seem to refresh their product line, aside from a couple of products, every year. So every year a new product comes out. You don't have to update all the time, certainly not, but if you've not got this drone at the moment, then I would probably hold off until that Mini 3 comes out and then just see what it's like and then make that decision. Now, if you've already got the Mini 2, don't be thinking, oh God, I'm going to be left with this really old technology and it's going to be worthless now and it's rubbish. Absolutely not. I'm still keeping in mind you've still got a fantastic, capable and portable drone. And these features you might not even need for the majority of people. Do you want 4K 60? Do you record in 4K 60 normally? Do you even need that? Maybe not. So you don't really need that upgrade. That front sensor, are you a beginner? Do you need obstacle avoidance, or can you fly quite comfortably? From all the videos we've done over this last year with this drone, hopefully it's taught you that you're going to be a great manual flyer. We don't need obstacle avoidance. This drone allows you to be a better pilot because you're not relying on obstacle avoidance technology. What would be good, and that's going to be a good upgrade, is this sensor will hopefully allow for the technology of active track, so a front active track system will just allow you to get some tracking capabilities. It's not going to be perfect because it's not going to have full sensors around it, but just one sensor on the front will then allow you to have some tracking, which a lot of people out there want. So don't be afraid, wait, don't be selling this at the moment, keep it, wait till that Mini 3 is officially released, we can see these official specs. And then you can decide whether you should sell this and upgrade, or you might be thinking, actually, it's not really a massive upgrade, it's just a spec update. I'll keep this for another year and then I'll upgrade when the next drone comes out in winter next year. So be that friend who, when they're wanting to buy the latest phone and they want to get the next iPhone or the next Samsung phone, and they're like, right, I'm going to buy this new phone, okay? And they want the latest iPhone, and they go, right, I'm going to go buy the iPhone 12, and mid-September the iPhone 13 is going to be coming out. You're going to say to them, are you, just hold off a couple of weeks and get the iPhone 13. Yes, the 12 is still great, but that 13 is going to be better. It's going to have better technology and it's going to be better for value in the long run. Same with this, all right? So this drone is still perfect. Call this the iPhone 12. The iPhone 13, the DJI Mini 3 is coming out hopefully in 4 to 8 weeks. You would recommend that, albeit this is still fantastic. You would recommend to your mates or your friends that just hold off a little bit and get the latest one. And that's what I'm doing to you. Yes, you in that black t-shirt there. I'm recommending, if you don't have this drone at the moment, if you can, hold off 4 to 8 weeks. And that's coming from someone who's super impatient and can't even wait a day. I would 100% recommend it to you and then make that decision. If you've got the original Mavic Mini 1, then what I recommend to you is, if you're not flying daily and it's just on your shelf, now would probably be a good time to sell this, even if this drone doesn't come out, because when that drone is officially released, the Mavic Mini 1 will plummet. Okay, they will not hold good resale values. So at the moment, it's still a decent drone for beginners. So I would recommend to get it advertised and sell the Mavic Mini 1. Whatever money you can get with that, you can put it towards the DJI Mini 3. And if the Mini 3 doesn't come out for some reason, you could still then buy a DJI Mini 2 if it's going to be delayed for a decent amount of time. But as soon as it's released, the Mavic Mini 1 original will drop and the value won't be as good. Now, DJI might stop selling it altogether once this new drone comes out. They might just have the Mini SE, which is that budget-friendly beginner drone, and then the DJI Mini 3 and the Mini 2 might be stopped being sold. This won't be a massive problem to you. You'll still get firmware updates and updates which you can use on this. But on other drones we've seen, when a new line comes out, the older drones kind of get forgotten about and they aren't as often with them firmware updates. So I hope that doesn't happen, but it's a potential option there as well. And that is the downside of technology. It's great if you're into technology and all these products coming out, if you like buying the latest things, but it's not also great for a consumer, because you could buy something and in 6 months' time it's now outdated and there's a new product out. It's not just with drones, it's like this with cameras, phones, everything. So it's entirely your choice what you do. But for me, what I would do if I was recommending to any of you, I recommended all year long, the DJI Mini 2 is a perfect drone. It still is a perfect drone, but just hold off now in September 2021, 4 to 8 weeks, and see if that new drone comes out and buy that if you don't already have this. If you have this, hold off, don't be selling it yet. See where that drone comes out. Is it good? Then maybe sell this and upgrade if you want to. So there wraps it up, guys. So let me know, are you looking forward to this DJI Mini 3? Have you got the Mini 2? Would you upgrade? Would you sell it? And what features are you hoping for on that Mini 3? All right, guys, take care. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.